Hello everybody, welcome to my platform. This is C. Chamba Jacob, and I guess you're doing fine wherever you're watching this video from. So if you're watching this video on YouTube, please remember to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. If you're also watching it on Facebook, please share, like, leave a comment. You follow me if you have not followed me, as well as on TikTok. So the names on all the platforms I've mentioned, it's just the same name, Jacob Sichamba Online Math. You find me on TikTok, on YouTube, and on Facebook. Just search that. My channels will pop up. So to answer this 2023 exam question, the first question they said calculate angle QPR. So Q is right here, P is over here, and R is here. So we're looking for an angle at this point. The sides are represented using small letters, while the angles are represented using capital letters. So when you go to an angle, the capital letter here, you check opposite to this capital letter, the sign will be your small letter, or the side will be your small letter, okay? And here, we're going to use what we call sine rule. Why am I saying we're going to use sine rule to find the angle? Because we've been given two sides and an angle. You use sine rule when you've been given two sides and an angle. That angle must not be included. You can see it's not included. So you use a sine rule. If the angle is here, we would have used the cosine rule. But it's here, it's not, it doesn't have the side here. You see, there's no side here. For you to use cosine rule, you need to have two sides and an angle here. But the way it is, we only have one side, we don't have here. We are supposed to use what we call sine rule. So for sine rule, I'm not going to write the full formula, but I'll just show you the concept, the way it works. So you're going to say, first you find the angle here. Because we want to find, according to the question, we want to find an angle here. We're going to find the angle which is right here, and then we come and use property of a triangle to find an angle here. So we're going to say R, small letter, over sine capital R. Okay, this one is equal to Q over sine capital Q. You see, this is the formula. I've formed the formula. This is how you get to form the formula. You just get this small letter over sine this, and then you come to this over sine this, the way it looks. I know some of you may be asking that why are we not using P? P is not involved. There's nothing here and there's nothing here. So we can't use P. That's why we're not using it. Okay? For this rule, you're just expected to use two ratios. This and this, just two of them. Okay? So what is our small letter r? It's a 41.6. And then we shall say over sine r. Over sine r. You see? We don't have sine r here. We don't have an angle. This is what we are looking for. So we just say over sine r, which is equal to 70. Small letter q is a 70. So 70 over sine 105 degrees. You see? Because q, capital letter q, is 105. So now from this stage, we cross multiply. So we have sine r times 70. This is giving us a 70 sine capital letter R, which is equal to 41.6 times sine 105. So from this stage, we shall divide. Okay, we are solving for R, so we shall divide by 70, divide by 70. This 70 and 70 will cancel. We shall remain with sine capital R is equal to, we punch on our calculator, 46 point, I guess you're punching on your calculator there. So your calculator must be in degrees, okay? To answer this, your calculator must be in degrees. If you're not too sure that your calculator is in degrees, turn your calculator. At the back here, there is you see where it's written restart or a hole. You punch on that, your calculator will restart. And when it restarts, it must show a small d or DEG here on top. It means it's in degrees. So my calculator here, you can see where I'm pointing, it's in degrees. If it's not showing this, it must show a D, okay? A D, small d on top. Okay, so we're going to say 41.6 times sine 105. This, of course, is giving us a 40.18251437. You divide by a 70. So divide by 70. Of course, it's giving us a sine capital R is equal to 0.574035919. This is what we're getting. And here we shall say R, an angle that we are looking for. And then we say sine inverse over 0.574035919. Okay? And we go to our calculator. So you can punch, like my calculator here, it says second function here. Other calculators, they say shift. Other calculators, they just write, but mostly it's shift and second function like it is. So when you punch, I don't know the calculator that you're using. So you just check where it's written shift. And then when you punch shift, you go to sine. This sine, you can see the sine which is here. So I'll punch on my sine. And this is what will come. It must be sine power negative 1. So sine power negative 1, you say open bracket, you punch 0.574035919 and close. So 0.574035919. So when you do that, you punch, it automatically bring the answer. So the value of R is equal to 35.014494. And I guess this is what you're getting. You even say degrees. We're not going to round it off because you are not done yet. Okay. So what we found here, if you're following nicely, what we found, it's an angle which is supposed to be here. But the question here wants us to find the angle which is here. We've found this angle. Now, what about this angle? What are we going to do? We're going to use property of a triangle where we add this plus this angle and we subtract their sum from 180. So we shall say the angle at P to be found. So angle P to be found, we say 180 degrees, property of a triangle, minus open bracket 35.032144494 degrees plus 105 degrees. So this is the property we are using of the triangle. And this, of course, when we do that, we're going to get, a 180 degrees minus 140.0321449 degrees. And then when we subtract from 180 there, we're going to get a 39.96785506 degrees. So don't forget the units. And we can write this according to the instruction. We have to write it in in two significant figures, or we round it off to one decimal. So this will simply be equal to 40 degrees. But if you don't know how to round off, just get what is here. Stick to what is here. So that's question 1 for us. We go to question 2. Question 2, they're saying calculate the area of a triangle PQR. So P is here, QR. So what we're going to do, it doesn't matter. We'll go with this. Look at me. Let me write the formula for you. So the formula here for area will be area is equal to 1 over 2 R Q sine capital letter P. I know some of you may be wondering that where is this formula coming from? All right, so now let me share with you where it's coming from. So we've got two sides. Remember, when finding area, you get the two sides that you've been given, and you also get an included angle, the angle which is forming those two sides, these two sides, an angle here. Or if you want, you can go with this angle, and if you go with this angle, you need to find this side and this side, these two sides. So meaning your formula will change, will be 1 over r p sine q. So now, since we don't have this side, we're just going to go with these two sides and an angle we know it's 40 here. Okay, so here we shall say equal to 1 over 2, and then here we say 41.6. That's our r. Our q is a 70. Sine, capital letter P, it's a 40 degrees. Remember, we found the previous question, we found the angle at P to be equal to 40 degrees. So that's a 40 we are using. So from this stage, we can say, we get our calculator, we say 1 times 41.6 times 70 times sine 40. So this, of course, is giving us a 1,871.797,519. So we divide by 2. Don't forget the 2 which is down here. So when we divide by the 2, this whole thing is giving us a 935.8987597 meters squared. Remember, we're finding or we're calculating area, so it's supposed to be meters squared. So we can even round it off, or we write it in 3 significant figures, and this will be 936 meters squared. This is our answer. Remember, I'm still reminding you, if you don't know how to round off, leave your answer here. It's fine, for as long as you've put the units right over here. And for the last question, they're saying we calculate the shortest distance, okay? Shortest distance from Q to PR. Shortest distance from this Q to PR. So how do we get to find the shortest distance? For the shortest distance, we need the formula, guys. So the formula will look like this for shortest distance. Always, when calculating shortest distance, use this formula for finding area of a triangle. So this is the formula you can use. So where there is a here, what are we supposed to put or to substitute? It's the previous answer we found, the area, okay? So the area was what? It was 936. That's our area. 1 over 2, and then for our B, it's a 70. H, we're calculating for H. Now let me show you where B is coming from. This 70 is coming from here. You go to what has been mentioned. So in this case, what has been mentioned is PR. So PR is right over here. And what is the length of PR? It's 70. So that's your B. You simplify 2 into 2, 1 into 70, it's a 35. So we have 936 is equal to 1 times 35 times H, that is giving us a 35H. We now divide by a 35 by a 35. So this and this will go. So we shall have H is equal to 936 divided by 35. It's giving us what? It's giving us a 26. So 26.742857114. So our H, or shortest distance, can be, we can write it in remember to put the units. We can write it in 3 significant figures and it will look like this. Therefore, we can say shortest distance, okay, from Q to PR is equal to 26.7 meters. So this is how the question was supposed to be sorted out. Thank you so much for watching, and remember that this has been Sichamba Jacob. If you really need more help, we offer online tuitions in mathematics, we've got English, we've got RE, we've got biology, we've got civic education, we've got commerce, we've got science, the combination of physics and chemistry. We've got, what else do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, at the moment, these are the subjects that we are offering tuitions in. So if you want to be part of our online classes, this is the number that you can get in touch with us on. We will give you the information which you need for you to join our online classes. So if you want Airtel, this is the number 0974 632097. So these are the two numbers you can reach us on. And by the way, we also have these are senior subject tuitions, online tuitions. We also have grade 8 and 9. So we've got grade 8 and 9 subjects. So just get in touch with us. We will give you the full information that you need for you to be learning with us. Thank you, and bye-bye.